The Thomas J. Volpe Lecture Series presented its latest speaker, E.L. Doctorow, the famous award-winning author of books such as Ragtime, The Book of Daniel, and The Waterworks. Present were several professors, honors students, and Mr. Thomas J. Volpe himself.
I suppose I started to think of myself as a writer when I was in the third grade, and for many years I felt no obligation actually to write in order to prove that identity. I was reading constantly. I read enormous amounts. I read everything I could get my hands on. To speak of how a writer writes, or how one becomes a writer, you speak, first of all, of reading.
As Mr. Doctorow told us the events of his life leading up to him becoming an author, he joked about his many early experiences regarding writing and literature.
My father pulled out one of these books and said, "Here, since you like ghoulish ghost stories, mysteries, here's a title that might interest you. It's called The Green Hand." I had a vision of some sort of claw, so I started to read it. But it wasn't The Green Hand, a ghost story. It was a book about a novice aboard a sailing ship, The Green Hand.
During the lecture, Honors Cohort President Maria Moreno asked Mr. Doctorow about his perception of e-books and the author-reader relationship through that technology.
Physical books are great technology. Once you print a book on decent paper, acid-free paper, put a binding around it, that book will last forever if you treat it properly, and it doesn't need any more energy. The thing that's happening with e-books makes me think of how disposable words are. You press a button and they're there, and you press another button and they're gone.
After the lecture, he proceeded to sign books and programs.
Thank you, sir.
Followed by a reception in which he spoke to several people. His message to aspiring authors at St. Francis College is this:
We writers make ourselves from a universal capacity for storytelling, that whereas mathematics or physics are aptitudes given to relatively few people, narrative seems to be within everyone's grasp, perhaps because it's the very first means people had of understanding who they were and what was happening to them.
This is Travis Hendrick for SFC TV.